demonstrating false imprisonment, compassion, disclosure of confidential information, defamation.
Disclosure.
Yes. Very good. Oh, darn. I'm sorry, guys. Hang on just a quick. Oh, now they hung up. It was Kendra again. Huh. I don't know if she's having trouble with a test. Not my test. Hang on just a second. Okay, guys, I'm going to call her again. Last time I called her, I got her machine. So hang on. Okay, I'm back. Got that straightened care of now. All right. So yes, very good. Very good. Wrongful release of confidential information. Breaking HIPAA there. Absolutely. You can't go up to patients or friends and say, you know, so-and-so got moved to intensive care. You want me to take you there? No, not unless they have already been told by the patient or the family. You know what I mean? You cannot do that. Yeah, very good. Okay, now here's another one of those terms. All right. So you are at a patient's home doing a home visit, and it's a non-English speaking culture, and you observe the male parent becoming upset when the youngest child refuses to speak the native language in the home. What should the nurse realize is occurring within the family right now? Is that ethnocentrism? Is it cultural assimilation? Is it cultural shock? Or is it cultural conflict?
Assimilation.
Ah, very good. Yes, very good. My third trimester didn't know that. Very good. So, culture assimilation occurs when a new member takes on the dominant culture's values, beliefs, practices, even sometimes the language, and loses some of their own cultural heritage. And they're just, I guess, trying to assimilate into the culture. And so this was viewed negative by the older parent because the child wouldn't talk their native language. And so that parent he or she was upset. And yes, that's called cultural assimilation. Now, again, ethnocentrism is the tendency for humans to think their way is the only way, the only right way. There's no other way. That's ethnocentrism. Cultural shock is basically your values, beliefs, and practices are very different from the ones that now you're in this new place, and their culture is very different from yours. That's cultural shock, okay? And then cultural conflict is when one culture conflicts with another. So there's a problem where there's no evidence that there's a problem there, just that that the older gentleman was up, or I can't say gentleman, I don't know if it was a male or a female. The parent was upset that the child was speaking probably English instead of speaking their native language. Yes. Very good. Cultural assimilation. All right. So you are taking care of an older male, and they're in the hospital. They have a chronic disease. Okay, so picture this. It's an older male. They're in the hospital with a chronic disease. The spouse is always at the bedside most of the day. The children come in every day and visit after their work, and they talk about their day. They talk about activities to the patient, and they ask for advice. So what should the nurse realize is the social organization of this family? Is it the children want to learn everything before the patient dies? The children are concerned that the patient is not receiving adequate care. The male is the head of the household. The spouse does not trust healthcare providers.
The male is the head of the household?
Yes, very good. All that other stuff, you'd be reading into something. This is just showing that he's probably the head of the household. The wife is there by the side. The kids come. They ask advice. Yeah, as far as organization of the family, he's the head of the household. I think that's called patria something. Paternalism.
It's patriarchal.
Patriarchal.
Patriarchy. Yeah, you guys know. Good job. Yes. Good job. Good job. You guys will know this, I'm sure. HIPAA guidelines preserve the patient's right to litigate, refuse treatment, maintain privacy, or assist suicide.
Maintain privacy.
Maintain privacy. Very good. Very good. Okay, guys. Nursing diagnosis. Which nursing diagnosis is most pertinent for a patient who has had diarrhea for 3 days? Here we go. Gastritis, dehydration, risk for imbalanced fluid volume, stage 2 decubiti.
Number 3.
Risk, did you say risk for imbalanced fluid volume?
Yes.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Good job. All right. Okay. So, remember now there's 4 types of leadership. Okay, now we're going to kind of do this like matching. So we got autocratic, democratic, laissez-faire, and coaching. So one more time, we have autocratic, democratic, laissez-faire, and coaching. Okay, so which one of them does the leader focus on working with others to develop problem-solving skills and promotes critical thinking skills and effective communication?
Democratic.
No.
Coaching.
Coaching. Yes, and this is the two that get sometimes confused. Okay, and so you'll see in a minute. So keep that in mind now. Remember, with coaching, they work with you to develop. Think of you at the home base plate, and you got a bat in your hand, and the coach is there kind of showing you how to swing the bat. Okay, that's a coach, right? So now take that into your profession, and this coach leader is working with you to develop problem-solving skills and promoting your critical thinking and having effective communication. See how the coach is working with you? Do you see that? Has everybody got that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's a coach. Okay, now which one am I? This leader has no control over the group. No one is responsible for the plan or goals. This does cause feelings of chaos and poor quality outcomes. This only works when there's a high amount of autonomy that's important for the production of a product. Which leadership am I?
Laissez-faire.
Laissez-faire. Very good. Very good. No, your keywords there. Always look for keywords. So the other one with coaching, your keywords was developing their problem skills. Okay, that's your key. Working with others. That's your coach, okay? Keywords. This one, no control over group. No one responsible. That's your keywords for laissez-faire. Got it? Okay, now which one has a high degree of control? Little or no controls given to the members, and the leader decides the goals and the plans. There are high quality outcomes. It's best in emergencies.
Autocratic.
Autocratic. Very good. So your keywords there are high degree of control and little or no control given to the members. Okay. Best in emergencies. Those are your key for autocratic. Okay. Now democratic maintains a moderate degree of control. The team members have some control and freedom. Participation is encouraged in setting goals and plans and reaching goals. Responsibility is shared between the leader and the staff, and decisions are made as a group. Which one am I?
Now you're Democratic.
Yeah, now you're democratic. See the difference between democratic and and coach? So remember with the Democrat leader isn't really like teaching you, coaching you. It's just that's the kind of leader this person is, that they involve everybody, but they're not going to sit there and teach you and show you and work with you. They just have you that you're involved. You're participating. You help set the goals. Does that make sense? Between the difference between the two?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Very good. Okay, now let's do the same thing. We kind of already did this, but we're going to do it again with culture. Okay, so we've got American Indian, Alaska Native, that's one. African American, Hispanic, Asian, and Arab. So 5 of them, different cultures. Okay, which one deals with imbalance in the yin and yang? Yin and yang imbalance causes illness.
Asian.
Very good. Yes. Which one promotes harmony with nature?
The native.
American
Yes. Yes. Native Alaskan, American Indian. Very good. Which one prays for health 5 times each day?
Arab.
Arab. Yep. Very good. Very good. Which one seeks health advice from an older female community member?
African
African American.
African American. Good. And which one believes in the hot and cold food theory?
Hispanic.
Hispanics. Excellent. Good job. Okay. Okay, we're getting there, guys. All right. Now, this is more than one answer. Okay. Select all. So, planning to prepare to give meds. What actions are you going to take to ensure a safe environment while you're preparing the medications? Okay. Are you going to answer a patient's call light after checking the medication administration record?
Yeah.
Do you want to just do it that way? Let's do it that way. Do we keep, get rid of, or you're not sure?
Keep.
Okay, now we want the ones that are going to
Get rid of that one.
Yeah, we want the ones that are going to keep the environment safe. So you need safety while you're drawing these getting these meds. Are you going to answer a patient's call light after checking the med administration record?
No.
No, okay, so get rid of that one.
Okay, with the patient. Okay.
Okay, yeah, so get rid of that one. Are you going to find a lab value for the doctor right now as requested?
No.
No. Nope, because that's interrupting you. You don't want to be interrupted right now. Very good. Get rid of it. Are you going to listen to the charge nurse about a newly admitted patient
No.
right now?
No.
Nope. Get rid of it. Are you going to ask the coworkers to provide you with time to concentrate while preparing medications?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, keep that one. Are you going to place a no interruption sign in front or on the door of the medication room?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, very good. Everybody understand that? So basically, you want to think to yourself, any distraction or anybody interrupting me, I'm going to get rid of. Because right now, I'm preparing meds. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay, here's another one. More than one answer, guys. Okay. you're providing care in a clinic with culturally diverse patients. Which actions would you take to ensure care is culturally appropriate? Okay. So we'll do it the same way. So we want to be culturally appropriate. Would it be awareness of personal communication patterns?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's keep it. Would it be awareness of cultural bias?
Yes.
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 Yes, let's keep it. Would it be education training related to world politics?
No.
No.
No. World politics doesn't necessarily mean culture appropriate. So no, let's get rid of that. Would it be increase the number of face-to-face encounters with people from various cultural backgrounds?
It sounds like a
Yes.
nice idea, but aren't you pushing this on the patient and we're not supposed to do that?
Okay, now don't read into it. Don't read into it. All this is saying is increasing the number of face-to-face encounters with people,
Yes.
not one person, with people from various cultural backgrounds. See the difference? So it doesn't say that you're increasing the number of face-to-face encounters with your patient. Okay, it's saying increasing the number of face-to-face encounters with people from various cultural backgrounds. Does that help you learn different cultures?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Absolutely. I have learned so much from you guys because in Tennessee, there's so much cultural diversity. And when I was in Ohio, where I lived, we did not have this much cultural diversity. So I've learned so much more here. And I love it. And now listen, now when I say this, you guys, I'm not saying this to brag or anything, okay? So don't think I'm doing that. I don't want you to think, oh God, listen to her brag. No. Please don't think that. But it just makes me, I don't know how to say it, makes my day. And this has happened to me. I should want to say, definitely has happened to me. When somebody from a different culture comes up to me or writes me an email and thanks me for having patience with them and speaking to them like they're worth something, and that understanding that they're human, and I just cry. When I've cried and hugged them when I was with them, I cried to myself when I read their email. Yes, that means the world to me. And yes, I've learned that by being with all the different cultures. Does that make sense now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. Okay, and then this one is the one, well, wait, I'll say it. What about this one? Desire to be culturally competent. Keep it or get rid of it?
Keep it.
Keep it.
Keep it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you also have to have the desire to want to be culturally competent. And I do. I have that desire. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So, awareness of personal communication patterns. Absolutely, you got to know your own communication patterns. Remember, I told you guys, and I want you all to remember, even when I'm long gone, that I taught you to always self-reflect and look to you, because you need to learn from you first so you can be aware, okay? Because awareness is what sets you free, okay? So yes, awareness of personal communication patterns, yes. Awareness of cultural bias, absolutely. Do you think if more people were aware that they're culturally biased, that maybe there wouldn't be so much hate in this world? Do you think?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
and you know, for you to say, you know what, I think I was showing biased. That means something. At least you're acknowledging it. Okay? And yes, increase the number of face-to-face encounters. And yes, you have to have the desire. But it has nothing to do with educational training, watching videos about world politics. So, very good. All right, guys, another select all. So you are a staff development instructor. Wow. And you're planning a seminar. And your seminar's on improving cultural sensitivity when providing patient care. Excellent seminar. Good for you. So, what should you include in your seminar? Okay, so now that's what you want to look for. That's the topic. What would you include about being culturally sensitive? All right, we're going to do it the same way. Ways to enhance cultural assimilation in the healthcare environment.
Keep it.
No.
What do you think? Well, can we just hold it for a minute and see what else is there?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on. The importance of nurses knowing information about their own cultural group.
We'll keep it.
Keep it, yep. What about recognition that patients are unique and not defined by their culture?
Keep it.
Keep it.
Keep it, absolutely. And remember, this is about cultural sensitivity. What about strategies to incorporate patient cultural values and practices into their plan of care?
Keep it.
Keep it.
Keep it, yeah. What about information about different cultural groups?
Keep it.
Keep it.
Keep it. Okay, so we like those last four. Let's go back to the first one again. Ways to enhance cultural assimilation.
Get rid of it.
What's that?
Get rid of it.
Get
Get
rid of it.
Yeah, get rid of it. So cultural assimilation is a personal endeavor, one in which the nurse may have little influence on. So, yeah, you don't need to bring that into your seminar. That really doesn't fit. But you are going to make sure that they are aware of their own cultural group, that they recognize that patients are unique, but they're not defined by their culture. So just because they're Asian doesn't mean blah, 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 blah. Just because they're American Indian doesn't mean that they're blah, 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 blah. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
So you don't define people by their culture, because we're all individuals. We're all human. And we're all unique. Very good. And then, yes, we're going to include strategies to incorporate patients' values and beliefs into their plan of care. Absolutely. And yes, we are going to learn information about different cultures. Very good. Very good. Okay. Let's do another one. Select all. Okay, so this person recently immigrated to the U.S. from Buenos Aires. So which observations in the patient's home would you question, not would you question, but would you use to determine their health beliefs? Okay, so in other words, which one of these might you ask some questions about? Because you want to learn about their health beliefs. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Would it be black bracelet woven with a cross worn on their left wrist? Would you ask maybe some questions about that?
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, you kind of want to know if that is important in their healing or their health. Yes, absolutely. What about a cup of hot black liquid that the patient is sipping on during your visit?
No.
Yeah, because what if it's one of those herbal teas that what is it, a curandero might have made for them or told them to drink? Yeah, and it might be for their health, and so you want to ask about that. What about a pillow placed between the patient and the nurse after the nurse sits down on the couch?
No.
No, that's just identifying a boundary for personal space. I don't think that's going to be that important for the health. That's just the patient, kind of knowing this is my personal space and puts a pillow there. Yeah, very good. So no, wouldn't include that. What about a lit candle burning near a picture of a saint on a side table in the living room?
Yes.
Yeah, again, it might mean that while they got that candle burning, that it makes illness go away or evil go away or helps with their health. You don't know. That's why you're going to ask. What about a copy of a magazine that's printed in Spanish sitting on their coffee table?
No.
No, that's just literature or just a magazine. It might help maybe their communication style, but that's not the topic here. The topic is health beliefs. Very good. Everybody okay? Everybody got that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. Okay, here's another select all. We're almost done. Okay, this is about Medicare benefits. Medicare benefits. You have a patient that approaches you and asks you, can you help me understand my Medicare benefits? What would you include in the response? Okay, so we'll go through each one. Would you include Medicare Part A covers inpatient hospital care and is free to those who qualify for Social Security?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Yep, absolutely. Oh, and by the way, can you tell you're kind of asking yourself true or false? And you want the true. That's your technique here. That's your strategy with this one. You want what is true about Medicare. Medicare benefits. Okay, so you say to yourself, is it true about Medicare benefits? Prescription drug coverage for those with Medicare is available.
Yes.
True.
Yep, that's true. Uh-huh. Is it true Medicare is a federally funded program for individuals 65 and over.
True.
Yep, that's true. Is it true Medicare is a payment system for the working poor?
False.
No.
False. What one is that one?
Medicaid.
Medicaid. So, yeah, so get rid of that one. Is it true Medicare Part B covers outpatient services and has a monthly cost? No?
True.
It is true. Yeah, it is true. Yeah, Part B. So with Medicare, well, I'll just go over several things. This is in your chapter 3, but Medicare is run by the U.S. government. Currently, it covers individuals 65 and older. There are several Medicare option plans now. Now, the original Medicare health plan, they covered prescription drug coverage for everyone with Medicare. Now, there are two parts. Medicare Part A covers inpatient hospital care. It covers skilled nursing facilities, hospice. It does cover some home care, and there is no premium. There is no deductible for Part A or no monthly cost for Part A. Now, Part B is like medical insurance. So it will cover their physician costs, any outpatient services, some home care, supplies, and things that are not covered in Part A. But they have to pay a monthly premium and they have a yearly deductible. So they do have to pay a monthly cost for Part B. And there's also a Part D, and that's for the prescription drug coverage. So there you go. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, just two more now. All right, this one is, again, another select all. So you have a patient that you're planning care for, again, non-English speaking. Which cultural factors would you be aware of in order to provide culturally competent care? Okay, now that would be, I think I had this, I have cultural factors on the PowerPoint slide. Okay, so if you want to review that, that's where it is. It's in the book too, but if you want to get to it quickly when you're studying. Okay, so factors that you would include to be culturally competent. Okay, here we go. The patient's nutritional habits. You say yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
keep that one, yep. The patient's communication style.
Yes.
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 Yes, keep that one. The patient's sense of personal space.
Yes.
Yes, keep that one. The patient's complementary therapies that they use.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of like alternative therapies. They call it complementary therapy. So acupuncture, massage, music, relaxation, and things from different cultures too, you know. So yes, you would want to know them. What about their prescription medications? Do you need to know them to be culturally competent?
No.
No.
No. No, that's physiological needs, not cultural. Very good. Very good. All right. The last one is, remember I told you need to know these. These are the 5 major components of the management process. And I told you that you want to learn them kind of like matching. All right? So, they are planning, and this would be in chapter 3. Organizing, directing, coordinating, and controlling. Okay. So, which one am I? The first step of the process, desired outcomes or problems are identified.
Planning.
Planning, very good. Look at the process to make sure it is handled in an effective way.
Coordinating.
Coordinating, think of that wedding planner. She's looking at everything, making sure everything's being handled in an effective way. Good job, coordinating. Excellent. Okay. Provide an orderly framework to accomplish outcomes. Policy and procedures provide framework and guidance.
Organizing?
Organizing, yes. That's where your policy and procedures are in. Organizing, good job. Final phase, looks as if goals are met.
Controlling.
Yes, controlling, very good. I think that's supposed to say looks at. I'm going to reword that. Looks as if goals are met. I want to say looks to see if goals are met. There we go. That's better. Looks to see if goals are met. Controlling. Very good. Written or verbal assignment of responsibilities. Remember, key words, along with instructions needed.
Directing.
Very good. So make sure that you always look for those key words to help you. Make sure you read the questions slowly. Take your time. You've got plenty of time. Okay? Make sure you look for the key word. You read slowly. And you get the topic right. And those things right there, those strategies will help you improve in your test taking. Okay? All right. Well, what do you think, guys? Did that help?
It was very helpful. Thank you.
You are so welcome. You pretty much know what to study, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Very good. So I'm going to turn it on for Wednesday, which is tomorrow. What time do you guys want me to open it at? Do you want me to open it up early, like 5 a.m., 6 a.m.? Or do you want it open at 8 a.m.? What are you thinking?
5
Anybody?
is me.
Like it.
Good.
What's that? Say it again.
As early as you feel like.
Okay. I'll probably go ahead and open it at 5 a.m. then. Why not? Who knows? There might be. Yeah, there's probably people out there that's their quiet time, you know? So, and if it's not, that's okay. You take it anytime. And then Saturday, did we say Saturday? Yeah. Right? Saturday.
Yes.
I'll close at 10 o'clock p.m.?
10's fine. Yeah.
Okay, 10 p.m. Now listen, guys, because I don't have everybody's phone number. Now remember, now I always am looking to making sure everybody's kind of, so if I'm seeing that Saturday's coming and it's like, 7 o'clock and there's still people that haven't taken it, I'm going to go, ooh, I hope they didn't forget. So what I want you guys to do, you can either go ahead and text me your phone number if you haven't, so I can send you a text to remind you. Now, if you do that, please tell me your name, so I know who you are. But the other thing is, everybody just know that I will probably post a message in your APVR news that, hi, everybody, it's me. Just reminding you that your APVR Unit 2 test will be closing soon, Saturday at 10 p.m. So also remember that you don't want to start taking the test at 9:50 thinking you got the whole time. You only have 10 minutes. It'll shut off. That means wherever you are in the test, you're done at 10 o'clock. Does that make sense to everybody? Is
Yeah.
everybody with me?
Yes.
Okay. So you can, one or two things, you could just wait and look at always get used to looking at the news thing, especially on the weekend, to make sure I'm not trying to get a hold of you and tell you something if I don't have your phone number. Or you send me your phone number, and of course I'll text you if you're one that you might have forgotten or I'm worried that you forgot. Sometimes you didn't forget, you were like just about ready to go in and take it, and you say, I'm going right now, Miss McBride, So, okay, does that make sense?
If I still haven't texted you yet before, should I just text you now so you know that it's
Oh,
me?
that would be great.
All
Sure.
right.
And just send me your number and say, hi, this is...
Yeah.
Yep.
I got-
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I'll put you in my phone. Yeah. And then I'll have you guys for third trimester in my phone already, which is really nice. So, okay. Because that's kind of how I communicate to my students all the time. Email is fine. If we have to be politically correct or professional, email's fine. I don't mind that at all. But sometimes it's just faster and easier to talk to you quickly by text. All right. So, any questions? Is everybody okay? Okay. All right. Well, good luck to everybody. And I will see you next Tuesday. Same channel, same station, same time. They used to do that on TV. They used to say something like, same bat channel, same bat
Batman.
station. Yeah. Did you remember that? Oh my God. Yes. So that's what I'm referring to when I said that. Yeah. So, all right, guys, have a good rest of the day. All right.
You do the
Thank
same.
you. Miss
Yes,
McBride.
thank you. You guys all take care.
You too.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye-bye.
Bye.